Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss something every tester must know, how to make sure your test cases are complete. So incomplete test cases lead to, so let's suppose if any of your test case is not complete, that is incomplete. So that can lead to missed bugs, angry clients and sometimes even project failure. But don't worry, I will explain step by step in the simplest way possible with a real world example. So very first step if I talk about is traceability to requirements. So a test case should be considered. A test case is only complete if it maps back to a requirement. Okay, so this is where we use something called a requirement traceability matrix. So this is where we use something called requirement traceability matrix, that is RTM. So think of RTM like your school attendance register. So every student, that is a requirement, must have a tick mark test case. So basically traceability matrix is used to map the requirements with the test cases. So I'm just taking an example. Let's suppose you have a school attendance register. So every student, consider student as a requirement, must have a tick mark, that is a test case. And if any student is missing, attendance is incomplete. So for example, requirement is user should be able to reset password. Okay. So I'm just taking an example. For example, my requirement is user should be able to reset password. So its test cases: reset with registered email, reset with unregistered email, and reset with empty email. So this way you know you have covered the requirement fully. Now in our step 2, cover both positive and negative scenarios. So many testers, you can say many testers only write happy path test cases. Only write happy path test cases. So I'm just typing everything for your good understanding. But real users make mistakes because they don't follow the happy path. So, but real users make mistakes. So a complete test case, must include positive scenario as well as negative scenario. So what is a positive scenario? User logs in with correct credentials, and negative scenario is user logs in with wrong credentials. For example, Login test case. So valid login, invalid login with a blank field with a SQL injection attempt. So now you are testing like a pro with all the possible conditions. Okay. Then in our step 3, cover edge cases. So complete testing also means covering the boundaries. Okay, so complete testing also means covering boundaries. For example, if the password length should be 8 to 16 characters, so just test with 7 characters just below it. Just test with 8 characters, that is minimum valid. Test with 16 characters, that is maximum valid. And test with 17 characters, that is just above, because my password length is 8 to 16 characters. So this way you don't miss any tricky bugs. Fine. So okay, let me write an example quickly. So example which I took is, if password length should be 8 to 16 characters. Okay, so in that case, test with 7 characters, that is just below. Then test with 8 characters, that is minimum valid. Then test with 16 characters, that is maximum valid. And test with 17 characters. So that is just above. This way you don't miss any tricky bugs. Now next step will be check usability and non-functional aspects. Okay, check usability and non-functional aspects. So a complete test case is not only about functionality, it should also consider usability, performance and security. So usability, like, is the error message clear to the user? Performance, does login work fast even if 1000 users try at once? And in terms of security, is password hidden when typed? So these often get missed but are critical. And the step 5 is peer review and walkthrough. So finally, the best way to ensure completeness is to review your test cases with your team. So developers may suggest technical scenarios you missed. Business analysts may highlight requirements you misunderstood. This teamwork makes your test cases stronger and complete. So finally, I am just giving you one example of a login functional test case completeness. Okay, so an example with login function test case completeness. So requirement, so user should be able to log in with valid credentials. Positive case, valid username plus valid password. Okay. Gives you success. Now if I talk about the negative cases, so that is basically valid username plus wrong password that gives you error. Wrong username plus valid password gives you error, and both fields blank. And in this case you should get validation message. Now if we talk about the edge cases, as we discussed, edge cases. So in case of edge cases, password length below minimum, password length below minimum, password length above maximum. Now, next is usability. So, error message should be user friendly. And if we talk about security, so password should be masked. Fine. Now this is a complete set of test cases. So friends, to ensure test cases are complete, always remember these 5 golden steps, that is map to requirement, that is our RTM, requirement traceability matrix. Just cover both positive and negative scenarios, include edge and boundary cases, consider usability, performance and security, and do peer reviews and walkthroughs. If you follow this checklist, your test cases will always be complete, professional and bug proof. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and just wait for more such practical and easy to understand testing tutorials. See you in the next video. Thank you everyone.